Welcome to my favorite topic, sales. I know, right? And you know what's so funny? When I first started my journey, sales was literally something I hated. I had an amazing offer, I had everything in the bag, but I just refused to learn sales. I just did not want to learn it. I looked at salespeople as weird and, spammy and all that, right? When the truth is, that's not the case at all, okay? And I'm going to teach you the psychology behind sales. Firstly, I want to say that you are always selling. Look around you, okay? And it'll make sense when I explain it, but you are always selling yourself. You're selling yourself to your partner. You're selling yourself to your boss. You're selling yourself to yourself, the things you tell yourself every day. You're selling yourself to the outside world. You're pretty much selling yourself to your parents. You're selling yourself to everything, okay? And if you want your partner to respect you, if you want to get more clients or your boss to respect you or people around you to respect you, learn how to sell, right? And the best salespeople in the world have mastered the art of not letting you think that they're selling to you, okay? And that's how you buy things from them, okay? And it's happened to me so many times. And now that I'm in sales, I understand the marketing and the psychology behind it. So I'm less easy to be sold to, but I still respect a really good salesperson. But I will tell you the difference between 10 years ago versus now. 10 years ago, selling was like jumping on a call to somebody saying, hey, this is my program or this is my product. It's amazing. Please buy from me. Okay. It's changed a lot in 2026. Now, the best form of sales now is, number one, like I said, not feeling like you're being sold to, and you qualifying people to see if they're actually a good fit for you versus the other way around, you being desperate, okay? And I really, really want you guys to understand this because I had no idea about this stuff when I first started. I had no idea about it. And I was so desperate. I was giving discounts to people. I was selling my program at such a cheap price. I was running around like a crazy person. When somebody would tell me they weren't interested, I would be so sad about it and I would let it ruin my day. And now I'm in such alignment and I understand the psychology behind it. So there's a little saying, power versus force. And you always just want to be a powerful person and a powerful seller. And this is what I've trained my team on as well, and the closers that have worked with me. It's super important to focus on being a powerful person. Firstly, that obviously comes with having a good offer and actually believing in what you're selling, right? Because if you don't believe in what you're selling, it's going to come across a little bit weird. And people can feel that energy. But if you are generally comfortable with what you're selling and you have full confidence in yourself and your abilities, and once you at the start, it might be a little bit more trickier, but once you start helping one person and another, and then you see the results that people are getting and, the testimonials start coming in, it's going to sort of happen naturally. But I want you to sort of focus on these skills regardless, okay? Now, sales is literally psychology. Okay, that's all it is. So when I was learning sales, I actually just learned the art of psychology, and that's literally what I've trained my team in the last 6.5 years. Every single person that has worked for me, we don't do some weird sales training thing. We literally just go through, obviously the basics of sale, but it's more just on psychology. Okay, objection handling, all that stuff is all psychology based. Okay, it has nothing to do with your product, believe it or not, okay? I'll be honest with you, your product is probably like 10% of it. The rest of it is building trust, psychology-based things, and just really knowing how to sort of analyze what character somebody is, and then you basing the call around that. So I wish I could say to you that sales was just like one simple thing that you say that sort of is the key, which is not, right? It's a whole conversation and a whole art that goes into it. So you need to sort of be able to build, say your call's about 40 minutes to an hour. You need to be able to sort of jump on the call, analyze what character this person is, okay? Example, if you're speaking to somebody who's, rude, right? Of course, I don't want you to be rude back, but you need to sort of deal with that person differently if you jumped on a call with a person who was super bubbly and friendly and amazing. There's two different ways, to deal with that, right? And that all comes down to psychology. Nothing to do with the offer or anything else, okay? Psychology, and building trust, okay? And I'm gonna do more videos, more in depth on that, but I want you guys to sort of understand that, because if you're gonna learn from me, I have a very spiritual and different way of looking at things, and I promise you it has helped me make millions of dollars in sales, okay? I don't have a strict strategy or anything like that. I don't jump on a call with somebody and be completely robotic with them and just do the same thing again and again and again. No, guys, we are dealing with humans. So it's very important that you treat them like humans, yeah? Very, very important. So, I just really want you guys to master the art of psychology. And, what helped me, have your own KPIs, obviously, for yourself that you want to, earn. And it really helps to sort of write down your goals. Okay, write down how much you want to make. And before you jump on a call, prep yourself. For the first 5 minutes, right, before the call, what I do is I get myself ready and I literally just tell myself, I'm going to close this sale. I just know it, right? And I'll be honest with you, there is not one part in my body, bone, anything that doubts that for a second. I generally know I'm going to close the deal, and I generally do most of the time, okay? And if I don't close it, I don't get off the call being like, oh my God, I didn't close that sale. It's like, no, in my mind, there is no such thing as a no. There is literally just a yes or a not right now, let me get the money together, okay? Let me go to the bank, let me get a lot, whatever it is, right? I don't take no for an answer. So understand those things. I will definitely do more videos in depth, but I just really want you guys to understand the psychology. So study psychology, study learning how to analyze people's characters, right? That is going to help you close way more deals than a script or a complete blueprint of me trying to tell you, hey, you say this at this time and this, there's no such thing as that, guys, okay? Yes, there's a blueprint we follow, and you guys have the script that we use, and that script has made me millions of dollars. Of course, you need to have a frame, right? You need to make sure you hold the frame, but there's a difference. You need to find the fine line between holding the frame with a customer and also going with the flow and not having a very needy energy, okay? I'll go over it more in depth, and I will see you guys in the next video.